Hey everyone, Chris here at Job App TV episode 19. It's not what you know, but who you know. Guys, I wanted to talk today about how you can use networking to your advantage when you're looking for work. And one of the best things that I've found in my experience, and I always ask my clients this, is have you asked the networks that you already have existing with you, have you asked them if there's any work available? And there's a lot of networks that people don't realize that they have. So when people think of others that they can ask, they straight away think of, immediate friends or immediate family. But did you know that there's other people out there that may own businesses as well or be very high decision makers when it comes to employing staff? So have you asked friends and family if they have, uncles, aunties, boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, etc., that are in the business that you're looking to get into? So that's number one. Number two, have you spoke to your next door neighbours and things like that, people in your community, in terms of the work that you're looking for? So a lot of people have people in the community that they know, and next door neighbours being one. I also just recently had my next door neighbour ask me, "Do you know anyone who happens to be in aged care?" And I happens to be that I know a manager in aged care, and I've teed that meeting up for her to go and meet that person. So ask your next door neighbour if on speaking terms with them and got a good relationship. The other thing is, are you associated with any sporting groups? So, whether it be gymnastics, basketball, football, soccer, etc. What we find is that those people volunteer their time to be there, and they also own businesses and also know people. So have you just by any chance spoke to your coach or the people in your team about your goals and about what you're looking to achieve? And I bet you bottom dollar that there'd be someone there in your sporting group that may know someone who can put you onto someone that you can speak to and maybe hook up a meeting. And the other thing is, a lot of people don't necessarily take advantage of the local corner shop. The place where they buy bread from or their meat from. I know corner shops kind of tend to not be as commonplace these days, but think of places like your local butcher, your local delicatessen, your local fruit shop, places where you're going every day to buy your goods. I know I have a convenience store, just up the road from me. And we know each other on a first name basis, and we've got to build up some trust. And if ever he was going to hire someone, I could potentially ask him, "Look, are you looking at hiring soon?" And get my sister, my brother, people in my close network involved, and tee up a meeting potentially and have employment. So that is definitely something to look into as well. If you have somewhere where you go all the time, it might be coffee. So you're going to buy coffee all the time. Now, the job might not be for yourself. It might be for your daughter or your son or someone else that you know of that's looking for work in that area. And what I have to say is, if you have exhausted all these opportunities, work experience is awesome. So a lot of people don't like work experience because they think it's free labour or whatever. But I can tell you from first-hand experience that I got my first job doing work experience for 2 weeks, simply because I was looking to get into marketing, and specifically online marketing, which is something that I enjoyed. And there was really no one. My parents had no idea what that was all about. My family and friends didn't have any businesses that they knew of in the online marketing space, and I simply had to, I exhausted all my networks at the time. And that was going back to when I was, a bit younger, 23, 24, and I've got a lot more networks now. So I definitely have a higher chance now, but back then I had to look at work experience to get my leg up and my foot in the door. And again, I go back to trust. So if you're able to build trust with someone, you have what's called leverage to be able to, ask them a next question. Look, could you potentially hire me? Or I have someone here that is looking for work, and would you potentially consider hiring them? And work experience gives you that trust aspect because it's a try before you buy. There's no real, risk on the employer to hire you. But what you're doing with work experience is you're building trust in that time that you're there, whether it be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. I wouldn't go any further than 4 weeks, but certainly the more time you're there, it builds up that trust and that ability for the higher chance for that employer or another employer to hire you. You might get a recommendation from that host, that work experience host, to another employer. Again, it builds trust. If you are there on time every day, if you are doing providing value to the employer or your host, it builds trust and it enables you more leverage to be able to, have a higher chance of getting employed. So that's the main tip that I want to explore with you today. Is that, again, not a lot of people look at the extended networks. And when I say extended networks, I mean extended, not just, very insular within the 6 or 10 people within their family. You've got to look outside more. And also the trend that I'm seeing is a lot of people on Facebook posting on these job pages. Hi, I'm 23. My name's Barry. I'm looking for a bricklaying job. Does anyone know anyone? That's good, but post it on your personal Facebook page first, because if you've got 500 personal friends, that's going to give you a higher leverage because those people already know you already. And again, that trust aspect comes into play. So another tip, post on your personal Facebook page and keep posting. Post every week if you have to, every couple of days. Keep posting what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to achieve, and those people will share on to other people that will be able to, potentially come back to you and be able to get work. So that's it for today, guys. Just a quick tip around using your extended networks, not what you know, but who you know. I know I got my breaks because of people in my extended networks. I hope you do too because of this video. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.